Hey everybody, it's Monday, probably around 11ish. Kinda got woken up early by a spam call. I don't know, some robot telling me to stay inside. Which reminded me that I should go get some light bulbs from the store while they're open. And I was kinda surprised they actually let me in there to pick out my own light bulbs. And then I went to the post office to pick up this package that I think Adam, Don, and Max sent to me. So, yeah. It was kind of big, didn't fit in my backpack. So, walked back. And, yeah. Putting in those new light bulbs. One of them burnt out a long time ago. And light bulbs, turns out they're kind of expensive. It was like $20 for the 3 light bulbs that I bought. And I feel a little bit ripped off. Although every time I bought cheaper light bulbs, they burn out in like a week, so I don't know, maybe it's worth it. Anyways, I'm messing around with the sewing machine. And, I just tried to patch up this hole in some jeans that I don't really wear that much anymore because of that hole in the jeans. But it didn't really work. Like, it kind of worked at the start of the stitch, and then it stopped working. So, I don't really know how to use a sewing machine. Like, especially this one that I've, haven't really seen before. And I feel like this part is broken because there's like a spring sticking out and it doesn't really, I don't know, it seems broken. But anyways, who knows, maybe I can get it to work, mess with the knobs and like change all the settings. And if you know how a sewing machine works, you're probably like looking at this being like, you idiot, you're supposed to hold all the thread in a different way, and of course it doesn't get fed through like that. Well, I'm kind of just going through trial and error. I looked at some YouTube videos and they're all not very helpful. They're all like, here's how to use a sewing machine. This sewing machine has a computer in it. Or I look at like the vintage how to use a sewing machine, and it's hard to film a sewing machine, I get it. Like, I'm trying to do it here now, and there's lots of like blurry parts where my hands are in the way. So, I don't know. Also, nobody seems to own this exact sewing machine. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. And occasionally I get some mild success of a stitch. But I guess part of the problem is, like, who knows if this was even like this part was set up correctly. And looking at it, I think they just call this the shuttle. And I don't know what I'm looking at, guys. But it's kind of neat. Like, I haven't seen this kind of bobbin before. And I was going to show you guys how to thread the bobbin, but I didn't want it to like come out from the bottom part. But as I was like, holding it up to explain that part, oops, I pulled the thread through. I was like, well, fuck. Anyways, you put the bobbin in there and then like spin it on the wheel and it threads out. But yeah, thankfully there was some grandma on YouTube that had a good video of how to like run this thing around. And it's actually kind of neat. I have no idea how the string like threads through there. The grandma described it as magic, and it kind of was. Anyways, put that into there. It just sort of sits in there loosely. And maybe that's threaded right down there. It's kind of hard to tell. And I guess one of the things that I was doing wrong is like, I'm supposed to have the top thread pulled tight and have all the threads be underneath of the foot, which just wasn't something I was paying attention to before. I kind of just figured, maybe the machine will just figure it out. However, I don't know, guys. I wasn't really getting it to work. So after this, I was pretty much going to give up. But I kept trying for fun sometimes, and then that shot, it didn't work. But then off camera, when I wasn't recording, I got like some actual stitches. And I was like, whoa, holy shit. Let's see if, maybe I can get it to work. So I gave it another go, and you know, this one, it didn't work as well. And like, I don't know. It's neat though. I kind of want to get a sewing machine because of, or like, I don't know. Like, it'd be cool if this one would work, but like maybe I should just get a newer-ish one for all the sewing projects that I want to do. Like, I guess I'll put in some clips of Adam Savage and this like dope apron that he made, and I kind of want to make my own apron. I feel like that'd be a neat thing to make, or like a backpack. I don't know, that could be cool too. Anyways, guys, see you later.